Your glutes are the powerhouse of your body. Whether you realize or not, if you have weak or inactive glutes, it throws off everything else in your body and it can trigger aches and pains down your kinetic chain. What I'm going to show you today is 4 glute activation exercises that you can do before you run, before you do your sports activity, before you do your next workout, to really engage and fire up and wake up your glutes and your hamstring so your workouts can be more effective because your glutes are already activated. So the first one is a resistance band hip hinge. This is a resistance band. If you do not have one, you can still do this exercise without them. What you're going to do, stand nice and tall, engage your core and glutes, feet are together. And for this one, we're going to be working on the hip hinge. So what is that? Hip hinge is like taking a hand, or imagine a beam coming, and it shoots your glutes and hips back. See that? My chest stays high, and it would swing back, you come up. So hip hinge. So when you hip hinge, you activate your glutes, you fire them up, and you take that load off of your quads and transfer all the power back here, and that's what we want. So let's take our exercise band, step on it, make sure it's secure. Core and glutes are engaged, remember. Chest is poking out, you don't want to be rounded. Chest is poking out, shoulders are back, and then we're gonna come up, staying in that hip hinge right here, boom. And then lower down. Can you feel your glutes firing already? Me too. So for each one of these, stay in good position, core and glutes engaged, chest high. We're gonna do each one of these activation exercises for roughly 40 seconds each. And you just need to do, woo, feel it kick in. You really just need to do 1 round of these, because boy, oh boy, you're gonna feel it. Keep it going, almost there. All this on fire, right? It's just a small little activation move, but you can feel those glutes light up right away. 3, core's pulled in, 2, and 1. All right, next one, glute bridge. The glute bridge really fires up this glute and hamstring connection right here, and if that's fired up, transferring the power again to your glutes. And that is where you want it. Here's your setup. On your back, feet hip width apart, knees bent, core is engaged, arms are down. You're going to lift up, and that's when you squeeze your glutes. Lower down about 1 inch, rise up. Keep your hips level. I like to put my hands here as a guide. And if one goes crooked, that means only one glute is firing. So you really want to work hard to pull those hips up and lower down equally. Core is engaged. Squeeze on the way up. Again, feeling it fired up right here. You can put your hands here. You can touch your own body. That's okay. You can feel it. Engage and then release. Engage. Release. 3, 2, and 1. Fire it up. Mine are fired up. Getting there. Are yours? Next one. Lateral band walks. We are going to put this looped exercise band just above your ankle bone. So we want the resistance further away from our glutes. If you put the band up here, it's going to be easier. If you want more resistance, more glute activation, keep your band low. So here's the setup for this. Feet are hip width apart. You're pulling out on that band. Okay, I don't want your knees to cave in. Pull out, engage your core and glutes. Chest stays high. We're going to hip hinge. So hips and glutes go back as you bend your knees. Chest stays high. So for this one, I always say, stay low, go slow. Clasp your hands right here. Walking this way. 1, 2, 3. Don't close that band. You want to keep that resistance on it. 2, 3. Stay low. Go slow. Why do we want to go slow? Because we want to activate those glute muscles. If we go fast, it's going to activate our quads. We don't need to activate them. They're bossy. They like to do all the work all the time. We want to shut them down. Keep that hip hinge. If you are feeling this in the front of the legs, that means your hip hinge is not correct. So stand up and get back into it. Glutes and hamstrings, go back. One more. Each side. Core is engaged. Last one. 2, 1. These are doing it. Resistance band squat. So, keeping the band where it is. This time, feet a little wider than your hips, okay? Core and glutes engaged. I'm gonna go to the side for this so you can really see that hip hinge. Chest is going to stay high. Hip hinge. So we're gonna hip hinge first. So my glutes and hamstrings are gonna go back. It's like I'm sitting on a chair. And then we're lowering down. I want your knees to track out. Little pull on the band. When your knees go out, rise up. Hip hinge. Knees track out. Chest stays high. Go as low as you can. Ooh, this is so slow and intentional because that is why, because we want to fire up our glutes, right? So keep that hip hinge. Keep your core and glutes engaged. When you come up, give them a little extra squeeze at the top end. Up. 2 more. My glutes are loving this engagement. 1 more. You got it. Make it your best one. Go low, go low, go low. Squeeze. Come up. Those are your 4 glute activation exercises. If you have any questions about them, please let me know. If you want a 6-week program dedicated to glutes, strength, shaping, stabilizing, engaging, creating that nice lean muscle in your glute, check out my Glute Powerhouse System program. Have a great day, everybody.